I'm really excited. I followed a lot of these players throughout their college careers and professional careers, so it's kind of like full circle moment to be on the same team with a lot of these players again.
All these people who hated the Indiana Fever last year is finally coming around to sign with the team. Go figure.
You're coming between the Indiana Fever and that locker room, girl. I'm going to make that very clear. I don't want to see that at all.
Indiana Fever have signed a perfect player to have beside Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston.
I thought we were teammates. That's what Angel Reese must be thinking after seeing Brianna Turner in the gym with Caitlin Clark yesterday. The basketball world is buzzing about this unexpected partnership that nobody saw coming.
For a three, it looks like with all of these, they're working on a screen and roll with Brianna.
Turner and Clark were spotted running drills together in Indiana, showing chemistry that's got everyone talking. While Reese has been throwing shade at Clark since their college days, Turner seems to be making a statement with her actions. She's choosing professionalism over drama. The question is, did Reese push Turner away, or is something bigger happening in the WNBA?
Of course, you have Caitlin. Like, she had such a phenomenal rookie season, so many great accolades.
Actually, a workout video with Brianna Turner and Caitlin Clark. Now, this is the first video where we've seen two players working out together from this team.
Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Did you see that workout video that just dropped? The one with Brianna Turner and Caitlin Clark hitting the gym together in Indiana. It's absolutely wild. These two weren't just casually shooting around. They were in full chemistry mode from the jump. The way they connected on those pick and rolls looked like they've been teammates for years, not just a few days. What's really interesting is how Turner talked about Clark after their session. She straight up admitted she's been following Clark's career for years, calling it a full circle moment to finally be on the same team. That's a far cry from how things used to be between them. Turner even dropped this gem about Clark.
I'm really excited. I followed a lot of these players throughout their college careers and professional careers, so it's kind of like full circle moment to be on the same team with a lot of these players again.
She hasn't reached her ceiling yet either, so I'm really excited to watch her growth as well. Talk about a complete 180 from their previous relationship. The basketball world is literally in shock right now. Remember, Turner was just teammates with Angel Reese, Clark's biggest rival in the league, and now she's in Indiana looking like Clark's new bestie.
You mentioned Caitlin Clark. You mentioned she hasn't hit her ceiling as well, but she is the offense here.
I think I'm really just like a calming presence. I feel like I never get too high or get too low. People are like, why don't you smile more? Why don't you get excited? I'm like, I'm just chilling, I'm vibing. Like,
the footage doesn't lie. Every screen Turner set was perfect. Every pass from Clark was right on the money. And the most telling part, those genuine smiles and laughs they shared throughout the session. That's not something you can fake for the cameras.
She's done that. She's turned off replies, and with that being said, like, she is an unbelievable defense.
In South Bend, and I know obviously Fever fans are known to fill up Gainbridge Fieldhouse, so I'm really excited for that. I mean, I would say Indiana is such a big basketball state.
Let's be real for a second. Turner didn't just quietly sign with Indiana and keep her head down. She's out here publicly singing Clark's praises to anyone who'll listen, calling her a phenomenal talent with room to grow. Meanwhile, Angel's been throwing shade at Clark since their college days and still can't seem to let it go. The craziest part of this whole situation? Turner and Clark actually had some online tension in the past. Yes, you read that right. There was legitimate beef between them not that long ago, but watching them train together now, you'd never know it happened. They've clearly buried whatever issues they had and moved forward like true professionals.
All these people who hated the Indiana Fever last year is finally coming around to sign with the team. Go figure.
When you watch that training footage, it's impossible not to notice how in sync they already are. Turner's screens are creating perfect space for Clark, and Clark is hitting Turner with those precision passes that make scoring look easy. They're vibing like teammates who've played together for multiple seasons, not just a few practice sessions. This isn't just another basketball story. This is Turner making a statement with her actions. She's choosing professionalism over petty drama, winning over social media attention.
But nice easy catch and finish. Skip pass. Clark spots up and shoot.
While everyone else is caught up in rivalries and Twitter beefs, Turner's focused on building chemistry with her new teammates and preparing to compete for championships.
And I think the jumping from season 1 to season 2 players can also make a really big jump. So I'm excited to see her growth from year 1 and year 2. And
That goes out there, knows their role, sets screens, rolls to the basket, shoots 50% on layups.
You know what's insane? While all this is happening, the Indiana Fever are quietly assembling a monster team. They've got Clark, Aaliyah Boston, now Turner, and other talents coming together while Angel is left watching from Chicago. The Fever aren't just talking about being contenders. They're making all the right moves to actually become one.
You're coming between the Indiana Fever and that locker room, girl. I'm going to make that very clear. I don't want to see that at all.
Best top 5 defenders in the WNBA, and this is exactly what the Fever need. The Fever need defense on their bench. They don't need a scorer.
Turner made it crystal clear in her interview when she said, "The Fever was the place to be if I wanted to win." That's not just a casual comment, that's a direct shot at anyone still trying to make this league about personal drama instead of championships. She's putting winning above everything else, and that mindset is exactly what separates the great players from the merely good ones. While Angel's posting solo workout videos trying to prove herself on social media, Turner and Clark are already on the court together, building the kind of chemistry that wins games when it matters most.
I need to see how what a year make when the Indiana Fever is one of the but is the top team in the WNBA.
What's being built here at Fever?
I think that the front office and the staff just really had a vision in place, and I felt that I could really complement their vision.
They're not worried about who said what online. They're focused on how they can dominate the league next season. What we're seeing right now is a major shift in the WNBA culture wars. Players like Turner are choosing championship environments over social media followers, and Angel Reese might be the one left holding the bag. This isn't just about who's friends with who. It's about the future direction of the entire league. Look at what's happening. Turner is aligning herself with a winning mentality in Indiana, while Reese's attention-grabbing antics might be backfiring. Her teammates are noticing, the fans are noticing, and they're starting to vote with their feet.
Indiana Fever have signed a perfect player to have beside Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston.
But I am really competitive as well. I like to run the floor, like to play defense, like to win, and I think the Fever was a place to be if I wanted to win.
The real question isn't if Angel's mad about all this. It's whether she can read the room and change course before it's too late. The WNBA is evolving fast. Players want rings, not drama. And right now, Turner's choice is sending a message that's louder than any social media post.
Full out for their teams. I've only been there a couple of days, and I've been stopped out in the public. People asking, where do you play for? I say the Fever. They're like, oh my God, the Fever! Like, and they get really excited.
Winning comes first. Everything else is just noise. Is Angel listening? That's what everyone's wondering.